providing resources and comfort to caregivers. This is Caregiver Crossing.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. You are listening to Caregiver Crossing. He is correct. I hope that you're doing great today. And if this is your first time joining us, Caregiver Crossing is a show brought to you by Joy's House and presented in partnership with Cardon and Associates. We're here every week to support family caregivers and all of the folks that love them. And we discuss all things caregiving. My name is Candace Hadaball, and I am joined by one of my most favorite people in all of the world.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ditto.
Her name is Terry Stacy.
Hi, everybody. We're so glad that you're here. We really are. Normally, we are joined by Tina McIntosh, the founder of Joy's House. And we've talked about it time and time again, but perhaps if you're a first-time listener, Tina McIntosh is, she's away at the moment. She'll be back hopefully maybe in a few months, a couple months anyway, we're hoping for. She had, she calls it a
minor brain surgery.
A minor brain surgery. And she's doing okay. She's doing okay.
Yep.
This is a woman, if we could just brag about Tina McIntosh for a minute, she has battled so many health crises in her family and herself. And she fights hard.
Yeah.
And she just keeps, she's like that, that train. She just keeps going and going. That's like actually a watch I'm also thinking about, but she's like the little train that could. I don't want to get mixed up with everything, but there you got the Timex watch that keeps on ticking, and then you got the little train
and
that
you
just
got Tina.
keeps chugging, and then you got Tina right there. And she just keeps on going and going and going. And in between it all, she's caring for people and this place. And we love her. We love her with all our heart. And so we appreciate all. I know that she does too, her whole family. I know she's had a lot of prayers and continued prayers. So I know she appreciates each and every one of you. And so anyway, maybe we'll check in with her in a couple of weeks and see how she's doing.
And for anyone listening, if you want to send her little words of encouragement.
Oh, that's good.
I'm sure she's probably looking at her email, even though she shouldn't be. She can be reached at tina@joyshouse.org. And we are saving all of those important emails that come through for her so that she can catch up when she's back in February. So thank you all for your prayers and your thoughts in advance.
We're going to talk about something that we learned from Tina, or I did anyway. I'll just speak for myself. Years ago, as she was battling a health crisis, and it's called MealTrain. And no, you don't get on that train and ride it somewhere.
That would be fun, though.
Well, train rides are very popular right now.
That would be fun. Are there dinner trains?
There are dinner trains. Dinner trains are a thing. Wherever you are, there's a dinner train near you.
Really?
And they're super fun, and they're very romantic, and there's some for kids. There's a Polar Express several Polar Expresses around our state that kids just love. It's very magical. And
I do think, like you said, it's very romantic. I've always liked the idea of like sleeping and like on a train and going along the countryside, probably because I read the Boxcar Children growing up.
Oh, yeah.
But also Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
Yes.
Her and Sully, their honeymoon was on a train. And I thought that was so cool.
Well, it is. It is cool. But
MealTrain's different.
I forgot where this came from. MealTrain, much different. You're not getting on a train, but we'll explain it. And it is so useful and helpful and nice. So we'll talk about that I'll stop there. But next segment, you'll learn about MealTrain. Is it next segment? It is.
2 segments.
2 segments from now.
Yep.
Segment 3. We'll call it segment 3 for you newcomers. That's when we'll talk about MealTrain. I do want to ask you a question right now, because for those of you that are caregivers, I have caregivers in my life. And can you share with me some great gift ideas for caregivers? We've talked oftentimes about the gifts that caregivers can give their loved ones, those with dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever they may be battling. But I am curious to know, do you have a gift idea that you love to give caregivers? Is it lotions? Is it some sort of away time? Is it a frozen meal? What is it?
Probably all of the above.
Is there anything that's unique?
If you're close to this person, this caregiver, I always think, do you remember or have you seen the little coupons that more so for couples?
I do.
But
homemade.
Yeah, homemade. Like maybe make up a few, like I'll come over for a couple hours and clean your bathrooms, or pull off this coupon and I'll come over for a Saturday afternoon and sit with your loved one, and
good one.
Something like that.
I've seen so many beautiful blankets of late. And I know everybody's probably got like a million blankets, but for some reason, I want everyone to have another one.
Do you make them from hand?
No, I just am drawn to the beauty and the coziness of blankets. And I always feel like everybody can use a little cozy, but I know everybody's got like 15 million blankets.
Yeah.
You just do. So you don't want a blanket.
I don't want a blanket.
Okay.
Doug was asking me what I wanted for Christmas, and I am so blessed. I don't
Can't
want
think of
or
anything?
need anything.
Yeah.
I don't want or
You're
need
simple.
anything.
And you love probably anything. You
I
know?
do. Yeah. I can find fun in almost anything, but
Not vegetables.
well, although I do like kale. I do like kale.
So should he just maybe get you like a Kale of the Week club or where every week kale is coming to the house?
I would love that.
Is it-
Or I would do a bread machine. I want to learn how to make bread.
Oh, there's nothing like bread. Here's the thing about bread machines, though. We all want them, and they were very popular a while back. And then we get them, and then we bake bread like out of our mind. We're making bread crazy all the time, and then all of a sudden it goes into the garage.
Oh, well,
You're done with the bread maker. But there's nothing like the smell of baked bread.
Yes.
And it's
I love
fun and
it.
it's easy. I want one too.
See, there you go. There you go. I'm sure we can hit up Goodwills around the
I
city
bet we
and find all
them.
kinds of bread machines.
I bet we would for sure.
What do you want for Christmas?
I'm easy too. You know, I have everything I could possibly need. I don't need another shoe. I don't need another, sweatshirt that says Colts on it.
Yeah.
I really don't. I like, here's what I like. I would like, and I did this, I pick a name off of the angel tree, the Salvation Angel Trees. There's all kinds of different organizations that do this. But then you get the gifts, you buy the gifts for the kids.
Yep.
I don't have any children. So this just always been a nice, fun thing for me, my heart to do. So I put my resources kind of into those type of
I
things.
love that, Terry.
Oh, it doesn't make me any better of a soul. I still have a black heart.
You do not. You're one of the
Sometimes
most
I
kind
think I
people
do.
I know.
Sometimes I think I have a very black heart.
It's so nice. Terry is really
Thank you for
really,
saying
really
that.
thoughtful. You're very thoughtful. And
Well-
it's always nice to see the text messages come through from you just randomly. How you doing?
You're the best.
No.
Oh, it's such a holiday time. We're just going to love on each other for a while.
Have you gone ice skating yet?
I have not.
Are you going to?
I hope so before the winter's
Yeah,
over.
do it.
I'm sure I will. We have so many around us
Yeah, we
now.
do.
They've popped up. It's become popular again to go ice skating.
Yeah.
Not just ice skating in a rink indoors, but now they're outdoors, popped up everywhere in our park systems around our cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. You done it yet? You ready to go?
I have not gone
Let's
yet
go.
this year, but my nephews are coming into town, and I think I'm going to take them.
Oh, you should.
So that'll be fun.
Don't break your ankle.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Don't break a hip. Don't fall. Remember, don't fall with your arms out. You'll snap your arms in
Just got
half.
to tuck and roll. Just roll with it.
Roll.
Oh well,
we should spend time talking about how to fall after you're 50.
we should, because that's a big thing.
It
It's
is.
scary.
There really are rules.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you don't oftentimes have time to think, but you don't want to go down arms first because they say you snap a wrist. You don't want to. You want to protect your hip. You do want to protect your head.
Oh, goodness, it's all going downhill.
You got to bend at the knees, people. Bend at the knees. Roll.
We've got to take a break.
Okay.
But when we come back, we will not be talking about falling. We're going
No.
to talk about traveling with your aging loved ones this holiday season. So we'll be right back with more Caregiver Crossing right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Caregiver Crossing. Thank you for sticking around with us. My name is Candace Hattabaugh, and I am joined by the one and only Mrs. Terry Lynn Stacy.
Hi, everybody.
You're from Hancock County?
Hancock County.
Hancock County. That's how she used to introduce herself all the time.
I did. Hancock County,
I miss that.
Indiana. So glad all of you are here. Thanks very much for taking some time for us. Candace is going to talk to us today about an article she found from Senior Guide, and it's actually an interesting topic.
I did. I was sitting in the doctor's office this past week, flipping through the Senior Guide, and I found 6 top travel tips from the Alzheimer's Association
This is helpful.
for traveling with your loved one who may be living with Alzheimer's. And this was written by an Annie Toby. So thank you, Annie, for this content. What do you think the number one tip would be?
I don't know where you would even start.
Yeah.
I
really
don't know
either.
where you would even start. And I know everybody's individual and I don't know where you'd start.
In my mind, I would start with where are we going to go? Where are we going to go that's diagnosis friendly? But the number one tip is consider the best travel option, which makes sense. Whether
it's flying or taking
car,
a bus or a car.
Yeah.
I love trains.
We just talked about that. It was like it was so long ago. We did. Last segment, we talked about our love for trains. Planes, trains, and automobiles. But Annie says to avoid scheduling flights that require tight connections. Do you ever had to run from gate to gate? So avoid that.
Probably the best route you can go with no stopping.
Yeah. That would be my thought too. And shorter flights if at all possible.
Yeah.
We request a wheelchair or motorized cart so that the airport employee can be assigned to help you get from place to place. And most airlines ask for a 48-hour notice when you're needing wheelchair support. So keep that in mind as well.
Especially now in this busy travel time.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And pack necessities in a carry-on bag. I went on a cruise several years ago, and one of my friend's mom and one of her friends came, and this was an older lady, and our bags got sent to Texas instead of to Florida. So she was without her medication for a couple days before the airline was able to get it to our hotel. So keep, especially medication, any diabetic testing strips or anything like that you may need, make sure to pack them on you so that just in case your bags are lost. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Tip number 2 is that pick a practical destination. Maybe going to Disney World. It sounds lovely to be able to do that with your loved one and your kids, but that may not be the best destination for someone that may be living with a diagnosis.
Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of noise, a lot of distractions and things like that.
Wouldn't it be great if like Disney, because, Disney's, well, if you're into Disney or whatever, kind of amusement park ride kind of thing. And maybe if you have someone that is just been diagnosed with a dementia, it's still early. Wouldn't it be great if some of those places, because we've talked to movie theaters that open special just for Alzheimer's or dementia patients. Same thing for amusement park rides.
That'd be awesome.
Early stages, obviously, for a person or a patient. But with the number of people diagnosed with the dementia these days.
You're absolutely right. We've got to start thinking.
I think you do. I think you do.
We got to start thinking about
that.
And
I know that we're moving in the right track as far as I know right now we have like breakfast with Santa or breakfast with the Easter Bunny or the Easter Bunny's going to be at the mall and it's just for those children that the sensory and the ADHD and for kids. But for adults, I wish we'd think a little bit
We're getting there.
farther.
There is a cruise company that does dementia cruises. And everyone on the cruise line is trained in dementia care. And
they've got
great care for the individual so that their caregivers can go and relax throughout the trip as well. So that
we should talk to them.
That might be a good thing to think about.
Because that's awesome.
Yeah. I love that. Let me flip my picture here to my next one. Again, keep your travel necessities close. And brief your host. Call the hotel or your Airbnb host and give them a heads up about, what your loved one may be dealing with. And last but not least, be as prepared as possible as you can be, really. And it says for more tips, include people with, what does that say? Including for people with dementia traveling alone. Oh, wow. Alone. I don't know that I'd be okay with that. You can visit. Yeah.
Nope.
You can visit the Alzheimer's Association website. They also have a 24/7 helpline, and that number is 800-272-3900. They provide reliable information and support for all of those who need assistance. So,
okay,
I think that a child being that wanders away it's always scary. But I don't have children. And I can imagine my grandmother maybe wandering off,
same feeling,
in the grocery store or whatever it might be. It has to be
same heart-stopping moment where you don't know where they are.
Yeah. So that
They shouldn't travel
avoid
alone.
that is, that I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'd provided home care for a lady that was living with dementia that has now passed away. But I would go with her to beef and boards or to church or to dinner or wherever it might be, just to make sure that she was still able to get out of the house and enjoy those activities.
Oh, that's good.
But not have the fear of something happening to her or her wandering off or anything like that. So,
every day here in Indiana, I guess that's exaggerating, but it feels like an awful lot we do get, from the law enforcement, silver alerts or of someone that's wandered away that needs medical attention and also been diagnosed with a dementia. I mean, it happens all the time. Most of them have always been found, and that's a great thing. And we've often talked about the bracelets that are available.
Project Lifesaver.
Project Lifesaver. It's just so valuable. If you've just been, you've had someone that you love that's been diagnosed, this is just such a valuable tool, a resource to have these bracelets from Project Lifesaver. And I think they're free.
Yeah, they are.
And it seems like some of the fire departments know most about them, but actually there's probably a website now that will give you more information.
I would start there. I know here in Indianapolis, Project Lifesaver Hamilton County is the one that's coming to mind for me, but I know they are a national service. So
be great. I mean, it's a great thing to have.
Yeah.
Whether you think they need it at this moment or not, you just never know when the wandering may start.
Yeah. And they're getting more sophisticated because, I wouldn't want something stuck on my wrist or ankle all the time. So they're coming up with technology. You can put it in their shoes or in
didn't think about that.
their belt buckle if they wear a belt every day. Excuse me, to avoid them cutting it off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got to be aware of that too. They could cut it off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So I think most of them are just a little like this, just a little plastic.
Like a hospital bracelet.
Like a hospital bracelet.
Okay, yeah, that's got to be a little better, little bit better than that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. But just something to keep in mind that those are available for you. Sometimes when you've got that diagnosis, you don't know where to turn on certain things. Where do I go for this and that and the other? Joy's House, again, Candace Hadabaugh, Tina McIntosh, great place for you to get those resources on things you may need if you just got that diagnosis for somebody you love.
Yeah.
They're here to help you and help you find what you might be looking for, whatever that may be, to keep your loved ones safe.
Thank you for that, Terry.
You betcha.
We have got an interesting show. So we were talking about trains last segment, but MealTrain, what is his name? Michael Laramee, the co-founder of MealTrain, is going to join us at the bottom of the show to talk about the wonderful service that they have and how they have helped 69 million people or provided 69 million meals and supported 3.1 million families.
It's awesome.
With support.
MealTrain
food.
Coming up.
You are listening to Caregiver Crossing, a show designed for family caregivers and the people who love them. Caregiver Crossing is brought to you weekly by Joy's House in partnership with Cardon and Associates. We're here every week to bring you support, education, and hopefully a good laugh. Visit caregivercrossingradio.org to connect with us, hear past episodes, learn more about caregiver support resources in the community, and so much more. That website again is caregivercrossingradio.org.
Welcome back to Caregiver Crossing. Terry Stacy along with Candace Hadabaugh. As you know, Tina McIntosh is out, but doing okay, doing just fine. I want to start here because Tina McIntosh is the reason I learned about something called MealTrain. Some of you may not know about MealTrain, but when Tina was going through something, some health issues several years ago, I got an email and it said, "Hey, you want to be a part of MealTrain for Tina McIntosh?" And I thought, wait, are we going someplace? Are we jumping on a train and going, the meal will benefit her? I don't know. And somebody explained to me, no, this is an awesome way for all of us in a coordinated, structured manner to be able to bring meals to Tina and her family while Tina heals. And I thought this is the greatest thing I've ever heard of, and now been a part of it several times. And joining us now, and this is kind of cool, is Michael Laramee. Michael is the co-founder of MealTrain, an online platform that has helped coordinate 69 million meals and supported 3.1 million families. I think that needs a round of applause because this is so cool. And Michael, how are you? Welcome to the show.
I'm great. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
How old is MealTrain now?
We are just about to hit our 14th birthday next month in January.
Oh,
Happy birthday to
birthday.
MealTrain. Where in the world did this idea come from? Tell us about you and how you shifted over to finding such a great thing for families.
Sure. So the notion of the act of making a meal for somebody going through a significant life event is not something new. I mean, people have been doing it forever, but the act of keeping it all organized has become uniquely challenging over the past decade or so. And so the idea to create a platform to keep it all organized came about 14 years ago, when my wife was actually involved in a play group in our neighborhood. That play group typically was welcoming in new parents, parents of new babies, and each time somebody in the group would have a baby, they'd set up a calendar of meals. And so when it was my wife's turn to organize, she went through that process. And that process actually seems like it'd be simple until all the unique pieces come into play, which is first you talk to the recipient and you ask them what they like and what they don't like, what nights they're available to receive a meal, if they have any allergies, and of course, who they'd like to invite to participate. You start out pretty simply by sending out an invitation to people who might want to participate, but then immediately people start asking all of the same questions. What nights are they available? What have they had? What do they like? What don't they like? And my wife found herself answering those same questions again and again. And we knew how powerful these meals are when you're going through a significant event like a birth or surgery or illness. So I was watching her go through this process and I thought, wow, there really needs to be a way to simplify this process because it's such a meaningful part of our community and society. So kind of went online, looked around, didn't find anything, and had an aha moment then. And I said, this is something that needs to be built.
And then what happened? How was your wife involved in the development of MealTrain from her experiences?
So the next step was actually that I reached out to a former college friend who was a software developer. I was not in technology at all myself. I actually have a healthcare background. So with my wife, I kind of asked her, like, if you could solve these problems, how would you do it? And what would you like to have? And she was like, well, I'd like to have a place where allergies could be listed or meal preferences could be listed. I'd like to have a calendar where people can just come in and choose the date that they want to sign up for. And then they can pick the date that works for them. So they're not trying to fit too much into their calendar themselves. They can actually just look at the calendar. It's like booking a seat on an airplane, kind of. You can find a date that works for you, sign up, state what you're bringing, and it really answers a lot of the questions to prevent the back and forth that goes along with organizing a complex event.
Mm-hmm. And Mike, can families sign up for MealTrain over a long period of time, or is it designed for more like recovering from a surgery or childbirth or something like that for shorter periods of time?
We've seen everything. I mean, we have, as you noted, helped millions of families. And so kind of historically, kind of going back in time again, when people go through these life events, there's kind of a flurry of support at the beginning. A lot of people hear about it and want to try to drop off those meals all on the same night. And it gets really complicated for the recipient. They're potentially throwing away food or having to deal with leftovers. So the beauty of the MealTrain website is it does help spread out the giving and the participation, potentially from weeks to actually several years, depending on the nature of the illness. We've seen some people living with cancer that have been supported for years through the platform, and their community just continues to step up and provide support. But I mean, on the other end, there are shorter term meal trains. If somebody has a baby and they're just maybe for the next few weeks, I wouldn't say 2. It's a lot harder than that to have a baby, but maybe 3 to 4 weeks. People can sign up and spread those meals out so that right when it really gets hard again, somebody shows up and that friendly face really provides a bit of relief.
This is Michael Laramee. He's the co-founder of MealTrain. And as I said, many of us know about MealTrain, others don't. They've coordinated over 69 million meals and supported 3 million families. Did MealTrain take off then immediately after kind of word spread a little bit? How fast have you grown?
Yeah, it's the 14-year overnight success. It has taken, the concept everyone was familiar with, so it wasn't hard to explain why this is such an important thing for society and for our communities. And so the beauty of this action is that you typically are invited to participate in a MealTrain. You receive an email, maybe a text, maybe you see about it on social media, and you view the website, you find a date for your friend that works, and you sign up. And then inevitably, we all go through additional significant life events. And sometimes those people who were participants become organizers and they invite a whole new group of people. And this kind of repetitive invitation process has helped the website grow to something I never could have imagined 14 years ago.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's a wonderful idea. And thank you for creating it. You've helped millions of people, as we've said. But Michael, we have got to take a break. Are you okay to stick around with us for a couple more minutes here?
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we will be right back with more with Michael Laramee, the co-founder of MealTrain, in just a moment. But you're listening to Caregiver Crossing, a show designed for family caregivers and the people who love them. Caregiver Crossing is brought to you as a service of Joyce House in partnership with Cardon and Associates. With locations in Broad Ripple and near the University of Indianapolis, Joyce House provides exceptional day services for individuals living with a life-altering diagnosis and compassionate support for family caregivers throughout the community. At Joyce House, we believe that everyone deserves to live their best life regardless of their abilities. Learn more about our adult day and caregiver support services by calling us at 317-254-0828 or by visiting joycehouse.org today. That web address again is joycehouse.org. Stick around. We'll be right back with more Caregiver Crossing right after this.
Welcome back to Caregiver Crossing. Terry Stacy along with Candace Hattabaugh. Just got about a minute or so, not a minute. We've got a few minutes left here. But we want to thank our guest, Michael Laramee, the co-founder of MealTrain, helping coordinate over 69 million meals and supported 3.1 million families. Michael, thank you for sticking around for just a bit. We've got just a few more questions. If you're just joining us and you don't know about MealTrain, this is the most organized way, most structured way, easiest way to actually help someone, a family, perhaps, yes, a family that might be going through a health crisis, maybe a new baby, maybe they've just lost a member of their family and they've got a lot of families staying with them. This is a way that we have done for many, many years of bringing meals, bringing a meal for the family for a week, for a couple of weeks, you and your friends. This is just an easy way to do it. And Michael, thank you so much. More than 15,000 families received meals each day through MealTrain. What has been the most rewarding aspect of creating and maintaining MealTrain?
That stat you just said is one that always amazes me when I take time to think about it, that 15,000 people all over the United States are taking time out of their day to think about a friend who's going through a significant life event. They're thinking about what that person would like to eat, what they like to have when they were wanting to be comforted, maybe by a parent or when they were sick. And they're spending time in their kitchen, typically preparing a meal and spending that mindful moment thinking about what they're cooking and what their friend is going to receive. Then they jump in their car, cross town, show up on their friend's doorstep, and sometimes the handoff is quite quick. It's Here's the food. I know you guys are going through a lot. We'll be in touch soon. Sometimes it's a hug, but whatever it is, it's really amazing to me that so many people around the country are engaged in this activity each day because of a simple platform that just facilitates making it really easy.
Yeah, so easy. If Candace and I, Tina, for example, if we were doing a meal train for Tina right now, we would go to this, we would get an invitation to look at this site at mealtrain.com where we would see Tina's name. It would also include all of her dietary restrictions, maybe her family's restrictions as well. Maybe, one of the kids can't have milk or something. But it will be such a help to you. And then you look at the dates, and then you pick a day that you might be able to have some time to prepare a meal and take it over to Tina. And it's that simple. And a time too, and a time to do it. So they're expecting it. I'm sorry, Candace, go ahead.
No,
I just love MealTrain.
It's a great concept. Michael, does it have to be a physical meal, I guess? Do I have to cook it,
question.
or can I send DoorDash now? Or
we've done that for
Uber
Tina.
Eats? Yeah.
Through MealTrain.
So I'll let you answer that, and then I'll go to my next question.
Sure. Well, so originally it was a homemade meal, but as social networks become more dispersed and you have friends living across the country that are finding out about that event or the new baby, let's say, and they want to participate, we've actually added features to the site to give people more ways to participate. So you could send a DoorDash gift card, you could send a restaurant, like a Panera gift card. And that's really nice because the recipient can use it when it's convenient to them. Maybe they're getting a lot of homemade meals right now, but maybe a meal in the future when things have kind of gotten back to normal.
Pizza
is a really nice option.
Everyone loves pizza.
And to your point, it doesn't have to be homemade. I mean, we see a lot of people who claim to not be great cooks, but maybe they go and get a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store and a bag salad and maybe some dessert and just make it what works for you. The meal is the vehicle, but it's not the only reason we're showing up. You're really showing up for your friends.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So find something that works for all parties, and the spirit of the giving works well.
Yeah. The spirit of giving and the spirit of caring. So Tina, who's not here with us, Mike, is one of our co-hosts, and she had a minor brain surgery is what she's calling it earlier this week, and is recovering now. But in the past, she's had several bouts of cancer, and I've gone over and cleaned their house for them while she was recovering. Is that part of the platform, or have you guys thought about adding that?
That's a good idea, Michael.
So we do have what we call MealTrain Plus.
Cool.
And that is a calendaring application where you can add other things beyond just dinner.
Wow.
Typically, a meal train is just dinner, but you could add lunch, or you could add breakfast, or another popular one is dog walking.
Oh yeah.
But say you're close friends and they're going to let you come clean their house, then sure, that could be added to the calendar as well. So yeah, we've had people ask for those additional features, and we do have that on the site as well.
MealTrain Plus.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
It is.
Okay, good.
Michael, how can people learn more or sign up, or and maybe encourage one of their friends to sign up if needed?
Well, the best way to actually get involved is to look around yourself in your community and think about who's going through something significant, and reach out to them and ask them but usually when they would like their meal train to start, because a lot of people will put up a little hesitancy to receiving support, but after they do and the meals start coming in, they will then become part of the MealTrain family. So you can go to mealtrain.com to learn more, or just look around your community and find someone to support.
Good deal. Oh my goodness, it's such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming on and sharing some of the history of MealTrain with us as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Terry and Candace.
Absolutely. Terrific. All right. We would just like to remind everybody, our listeners, all of you, and thank you, by the way, for being here, that you can contact Tina McIntosh. People are answering her emails for her. I know you are. Do that by going to Tina at joycehouse.org, or you can simply call Joyce House at 317-254-0828. Candace?
Caregiver Crossing is sponsored by Cardon and Associates. We so appreciate them for helping us be here each week. With 20 communities owned, operated, or managed in the Midwest and more than 40 years of senior living experience, Cardon and Associates provides residents with the best senior living option and personalized service. Okay, that's it for us this week on Caregiver Crossing. Until next time, take good care of each other.